Hi, welcome to Punchline Talks. My name is Mark Owen. Today we're talking apprenticeships with Oliver Smith. He's the head of operations at Ontic. Thanks for joining us. We're talking engineers, we're talking technicians. Can you tell us, first of all about Ontic, please?
Yeah, sure. So Ontic is quite a unique company, and what we do is kind of unique in the sector that we worked in. So primarily we work in the aerospace industry, and what Ontic do is they take established products for the OEM. Now, an OEM is the original designer or manufacturer of a certain product that goes onto an aircraft, and what become less of a core structure for a certain business is we'll buy that license and the kind of right to make that product from them. And with that, we'll then bring it into our establishment and then continue manufacturer both on the kind of new build, and we'll also look to support it from a repair standpoint as well. What that allows us to do is obviously, the diversity of our products here is very vast. It's much wider than what you'd see in other businesses. We've got over 7,500 top level units that we actually manufacture at our various different sites. So Ontic's a very exciting place to kind of work in that, what you're doing today, you won't necessarily be doing in another 6-9 months time, because there's different products and different technologies coming in all the time.
Now, how many people actually work for the company? And you are based, you're not just based at Staverton and Bishop's Cleeve, but you've got bases in America, Singapore?
Yeah, so we're a global company. So we've got around about 400 employees split between our Bishop's Cleeve site and Staverton site next to the airport in Gloucestershire. And we've also got sites in the US, and we're looking to kind of move into Europe as well. So, there's opportunities for employees when they come into Ontic to not necessarily stay within Gloucestershire, although I'd like them to, because I'm primarily based in Bishop's Cleeve myself. But there's opportunities for you to move around. We've got, as an example, one of our apprentices now works out in Creedmoor in our US site. He's an established engineer. So there's, the kind of, if you want that progression and that route through the company and some travel, then that opportunity does sort of raise itself within Ontic as well.
And what type of jobs and apprentices are available?
So we're really focusing in on the electronic sector. Big part of what we do is electronics, as you can appreciate. Some of our technology is older. We have challenges around material for those kind of PCB electronic boards. And so what we want to do is kind of grow our skill set of who can repair them. It's a very high skill set, and it takes a lot of experience and knowledge to gain those skills to be able to repair units and make them serviceable again. So what we hold is kind of our level 3 and level 4 electronic engineering. We work closely with GET on our apprenticeship scheme within Gloucestershire. And we've started to ramp up our intakes of apprentices over the past few years. We brought on another 8 last year. We're looking to take on another 15 this year. And we really see the benefits of having both the academic and also the hands-on experience within the workplace. And we're a big advocate of apprenticeships here at Ontic.
And what type of qualifications do you need if you want to join the company?
So primarily we're looking for there's different entry levels. So for a level 3, obviously the GCSE level, we're looking for that entry kind of into level 3. If they've gone and been successful in A levels, then they can come in at a level 4. And it's a 3-year kind of apprenticeship scheme. And as I said, the first year is primarily based at college, getting the academic side. Kind of embedding that, and then years 2 and 3 is very much in the workplace, hands-on, working with some of the products and getting an understanding of how that theory can be applied in the workplace.
So is that GCSE in English, maths, physics, chemistry?
Yeah, so it's your normal kind of top 5 that we're looking for. So English, maths, science, they're the kind of top 3 that we'd be looking for in grade C and above. It's those kind of levels that we're looking for, maths being a key one with electronics.
Maths and electronics, the main
Yeah.
And what sort of personality are you looking for? Because obviously it's a very specialist job.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, Ontic are all about people. So for us, it's around, showing the right behaviors, it's being enthusiastic, it's having a lot of energy. The way that our business model is set up, you have to be agile and you have to have a lot of energy and kind of a can-do attitude. The problems that we take on head on. So you've got to be a bit resilient as well with that. But we're a great team. We really pull together. We really are more than just a sum of our parts, and we are looking for those right candidates, not only that can show the academic side, but can show us some of the on.
Sorry, you just froze that last bit. Can you repeat that?
Okay. Yeah, so and also we also look for not only the academic side, but we also like people to demonstrate some of the Ontic behaviors and beliefs.
That sounds like a great career path. And is there an opportunity I don't want to use the aircraft pun, but is sky's the limit?
Yeah, no, definitely, and you use the pun, but it really is. If we take our director, Rob Merrick, he started off as an apprentice many years ago. He's now worked his way up through the different levels, and he's now obviously the director of operations. So, myself, if we use me as an example, I went through a similar path, went through electronics from the shop floor. Worked my way up through the company, held various different positions, and now I'm kind of head of operations. So if you want progression and you want a company that's going to invest in its people and invest in your development, then Ontic is somewhere that you should seriously consider.
Now I've got to ask a $60 million question. It's all about money as well. What's your sort of starting salary and what can you go up to when you finish your course?
So kind of starting salary for our apprentices around about 15,000, and then obviously as you progress and you move through into you gain your qualifications. Our kind of entry level is around about sort of 28,000, and then as you progress and become more experienced, the range goes right the way up to kind of high 30s, early 40s, depending on what level you get to. So it's a substantial kind of career path, and financially, you've got a good sort of route through there, and it is based very much on skills and experience. So the more skills you can kind of sort of show us and demonstrate in the day to day, the more the financial gains will come. Obviously, we've got different levels within engineering if you chose to go that route, but you can also go down a leadership route as well. There's opportunities there if you wanted to become team leader, sales manager, come and take my job.
And that's always a great place to finish. Oliver Smith, Head of Operations for Ontic. Thanks for joining us today. Punchline Talks, Apprenticeships.
Thank you very much for having me.